Fluffy's fiery Fiasco, the chili Cat-astrophe. Fluffy had always fancied himself a gourmand, a feline Gordon Ramsay in the making. Dry kibble? No, thank you. Canned tuna? Only if it's albacore. His sophisticated palate demanded the finest, and he wasn't afraid to make his preferences known. So when Emma left her bowl of chili unattended on the coffee table, Fluffy saw it as fate, or a challenge. The aroma wafting from the bowl was irresistible. Beefy, rich, and laced with spices that tickled his nose. It smelled like adventure. Ah, the forbidden fruit, Fluffy mused internally, with all the caution of a cat who never learns. Humans think they're so superior with their hot food. Let's see how hot it really is. The inferno awakens. One lick, a tantalizing blend of flavors ignited on his tongue. 2 licks, a curious warmth began to spread like sunshine in a snowstorm. 3 licks, hellfire erupted in his mouth. Fluffy's eyes widened to saucers as he shot backward off the table, pawing at his face like he'd been betrayed. The chili wasn't food, it was liquid rage. Emma entered the room, alerted by the sound of something or someone crashing into her bookshelf. "Fluffy? What?" Her eyes fell on the overturned bowl and her panting cat. "Oh no, you didn't." Fluffy darted around the apartment, a furry tornado of regret. He hit the couch, knocked over a lamp, and ricocheted off the kitchen island, all while howling like a tiny banshee. Emma chased after him with a bowl of milk. "Drink this, you spicy idiot!" Fluffy, tongue lolling like a dog at a chili-eating contest, swatted the bowl with the accuracy of a cat who regularly practices breaking expensive things. Milk splattered across the floor. "I'll never financially recover from this," Emma muttered, grabbing ice cubes instead. Fluffy batted at them, desperate for relief, before licking one like it was the fountain of youth. The brief reprieve was followed by a look that screamed, "Why does your food taste like pain?" The spice subsides. But not for long hours later. Fluffy lay sprawled on the couch like a defeated warrior. His fur was slightly damp, his dignity thoroughly singed. Emma cleaned up the chili crime scene while muttering under her breath about her culinary criminal. "You're lucky you're cute," she said, pointing a finger at him. Fluffy flicked his tail in response, already planning his revenge. But as the sun set, a new enemy emerged, the after-effects of the chili. The burning ring of fire. Morning dawned with Fluffy stretched out in his sunbeam, licking his paws. But beneath his calm exterior something sinister brewed, a rumbling deep in his belly that promised chaos. When the moment came, Fluffy dashed to the litterbox with the urgency of a cat avoiding bath time. Behind the closed door, he experienced what could only be described as a spiritual reckoning. The chili had returned for an encore, and it wasn't holding back. From inside the laundry room came a series of distressed meows and muffled thuds. Emma hesitated outside, debating whether to investigate or just burn the apartment down. Finally, Fluffy emerged, tail lowered and expression haunted. Never again, he seemed to convey, though it was hard to tell through the cloud of shame. Emma, peeking into the litterbox, recoiled. "Oh, Fluffy, you've created a biohazard. I'll need a hazmat suit to clean that up." Fluffy flopped dramatically onto the floor, groaning like a cat who'd lived through a war. "And it burns, burns, burns." Emma sang softly, unable to resist the Johnny Cash reference. Fluffy shot her a look that could melt steel. Too soon. Lessons not learned by lunchtime. Fluffy had recovered enough to beg for Emma's food again. "Oh no," Emma said, moving her plate far out of reach. "You're not tricking me twice." Fluffy stared at her, wide-eyed and innocent. "Me? Trick you? I'm but a humble house cat." But deep down, he knew the truth. The chili was his Everest, and he'd climbed it. Sure, it had kicked his tail all the way back down, but he'd lived to snack another day. As Emma cleaned the litter box, she muttered, "You better pray there's no next time." Fluffy, lounging smugly in his sunbeam, licked his paws and thought, "I'll just avoid the spicy stuff."